What's up with everybody? What's up? What's up? So today, like I said, you see the title, and I want to stand up for this video. I don't want to sit down, cause I really want people to feel what I'm saying. Cause usually when you get to doing these type of videos, it might be somebody out there right now that ain't where they want to be in life. So when you get to talking this type of stuff, they don't know how to take it, and they might become jealous hearted or envious or whatever. But it ain't nothing like that. You're supposed to take it for inspiration, cause what I'm trying to do is give y'all a good like a pot of gumbo, a blending pot. I want to give you the pain in my life, the good and the bad, not just the good all the time, cause without the bad and the losses and the sacrificing and stuff I went through, I wouldn't be achieving the things I'm achieving now. Like I said, I'm not on here trying to talk like I've made it, cause in my mind I haven't made it. But to somebody else that's not where they want to be in life, I've made it. So you gotta look at life like that too, cause no matter where you're at, in somebody else's eyes, you probably made it. You probably have made it. So like I said, I want to talk about like the first time, man, I ever made $1,000+ in a day. Not buying and selling stuff, like strictly online, $1,000+ in a day. And I want to give this to somebody as motivation or whatever. It was done online, doing what I'm doing now, doing strictly what I'm doing now. But what it took to get there and to do that is it took a lot of hard work. It took a lot of hard work, man, being on the road, traveling and all of that. But I can remember that day, and I'm gonna lay the day out for y'all. I'm gonna lay it out for y'all. Let me get this lighting right. We don't want to be too bright. But I can remember it happening, man. I woke up that morning, and I always check. You monitor how you doing with anything, not just online. Like I do social media full time, but you always monitor what you're doing. So I remember waking up that morning, and I was like, man. I woke up probably like 8:30 something that morning. I was like, man, I'm already at $150 a day in one place. In one place. That's why I say I made $1,000+. You have multiple streams of income. But I'm like, man, in this one particular place, I'm already at $150 something. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. So off top, I knew what type of day it's gonna be. And I can remember going through the day sporadically checking it, and the way it made me feel like, man, okay, all right, this crazy. Cause I wanna lay this out there, because when you working just like that, in the blink of an eye, your situation can change. That's why I said you don't never know when it's coming. That's the point of this story. So I remember, I'm like, man, and the day before that, it went nowhere near this. So I'm like, man, what's going on? So I'm taking it all throughout the day, and by lunchtime, I made $330 some. $330 some a day is $10,000+ a month. That's all you got to make. If you can make $333 a day and some change, you can make $10,000 a month. So I'm like, man, wait a minute. I'm like, I made this type of money in one place. And, I'm not even, at this point, I'm not even monitoring everything, because I'm like, what's going on? So I remember by maybe 7:30 at night, man, I was at like $800 some. $800 made. And for something I do one time, passive residual income. That's what it's about. Passive residual income. If you don't know the definition of that, it's that's why I push YouTube on a lot of people, just social media period, man. Do what you love to do. And I'm gonna get into that. But passive income and residual income is something you do one time, and it pays you to infinity. Until whatever you're doing or have done ends, then it pays you to infinity. So passive residual income, like I'm getting paid. I'm making this video, but I'm getting paid in multiple ways residually. So I'm looking at this, and by 10 o'clock, man, I was at $1,000 some in that particular place. And I was like, man, I remember sitting down, no lie, I sat down, I cried, man. I remember my wife being in the office right there. I really cried. I put my head on the desk and I shed a tear, cause I was like, man, I worked so damn hard. And that's the thing. That's why I'll give you this video. People will hear this, and all they'll see is the title. How I made $1,000 in a day, which they're not the title, but the first time I made $1,000 in a day. That's all people hear. but they don't see the hard work that goes into it. They don't see the pain you had to go through to be where you at. They don't see the sacrifices you took or whatever. And that's the point of this video. You got to make sacrifices, man, because you never know when your situation gonna change. You don't know. I never saw that coming, you know, and that was my first time ever, and then it's done happened time and time again. But the point is, you never know when it's gonna happen. You don't know when your big payday coming. You never know. You never know. That's why you gotta keep grinding. Like even when it feel like you ain't achieving no results and everybody else around you coming up, just know your day might be coming. That's why I always stress, I'm like, and I say this even off camera, I be like, man, you can't have no hate in your heart. Not even toward them people that hate you. It's a lot of people that dislike me for where I'm at. You know, I ain't gonna say a lot of people. It's some people though. But you can't have hate in your heart towards them. Even if it comes to a time where you got the option to help them, guess what you do? You still help them. Cause it ain't no good gonna come out of your situation having hate in your heart too. You already winning, which is why that person feeling like they feeling. So that's what I'm saying, like never stop pushing. And I learned this, it no matter the age either, man. Like never stop pushing. You can't quit, cause you don't know when that light switch gonna flip. It's just that simple sometimes. It happens just like that. Like you can flip a light switch and then you got electricity and you got lights you can see. That's how your situation can change if you chasing your dream. I mean, literally, you got to keep, man. My old buddy, I never met him, man. Y'all know, you watch my channel, you know, I got a Camaro called John Jones. Some people don't know where that name come from. It's named after an older gentleman who he followed my videos big time. He followed me on all platforms, on Facebook. I never met him a day in my life, but sometimes you can get that connection with somebody because they support you that deeply. And you got to know when you got good people around you. That's why they still kind of, you know, it kind of tying in together. Yesterday I talked about cutting people off, but man, he supported me so much. And anytime I would post something where it seemed like I was frustrated, because like I said, I don't get stressed, but I seemed like I was frustrated, he would always have something to say, and then he would say, stay the course. I always remember him saying that, stay the course. That's what you got to do. And that's why I named my car after him too, because he was a big supporter of mine. But he would always say, stay the course, my friend. That's what he would say. And that's what you got to do, man. I've seen it time and time again. Y'all, I done did so much stuff. Entrepreneur stuff. And I had successes and I had failures too. I did a lot of stuff that ain't got nothing to do with cars that some know about, some people don't know about. But some of it I won big, some of it I didn't, or whatever. Some of it I won and just ran through it because, you know, you just don't know. You don't have the mindset. Like I made a post today on my Facebook and I asked, would you take money or information? And of course you're going to have the what if people. What if this, what if that? The typical response that you expect. What if it was $1 million, this and that? Somebody said, anybody that's broke going to take money, that's trying to take care of their family bills. Most people will. I wouldn't. It depends on who the information coming from. Like I use Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett as an example. Depending on who the information has come through. If I can stay with them guys for 30 days, me and my family will make it, cause I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. I don't need that $1 million. You got to get to a point in your life, but it takes for you to have went through something, a situation, or actually done it to understand. And I don't look for the average person that's going to watch this video or the person that's going to comment on that post. I don't look for them to understand because they're not. That's why America like it is now. And that's what I'm trying to pour into people, like, hey, this is one way you can look at it. Not saying my way is right, but it's stuff like that, man. End of the day, information is powerful. Open up your mind. Don't settle. Stay the course. That's the whole purpose of that story. Stay the course, man. I literally, like I said, I put my head on that desk and I cried, and man, I thank God. And that's because I know I worked hard for it. I worked hard to see that first $1,000 a day. I worked hard. If you ever made $1,000 in a day residually, it's a whole different feeling. You made $1,000 in a day grinding, it's a good feeling. You know, grinding, what I mean out here, maybe you selling something, or maybe you providing somebody a service or something. You know, you had to bust your ass for that, so man, sometimes it'll get to that. You'll get to that point when it's your biggest day of life, man. And let me tell you, if you can do something one time, you can do it again. That's why I try to stress on people, put emphasis on people. If you can do it once, you can do it twice. I always say this. I say, if you can make $50,000 a year, you can make $100,000 a year. If you can make $100,000 a year, you can make $500,000 a year. Yeah, I skipped over 2 and I skipped over 3. You can make 500. If you can make 500, you can make $1 million. That's how I feel. That's why I say I'm going to be a millionaire before I'm 40 years old. I got 5 years, and you got to put a timeline on yourself too. I got 5 years. Don't just say I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. And it might not be a millionaire. I mean, money don't define success. It really don't. Money don't define success. Everybody views success differently. Because like I said, you might be watching this and somebody saying that knows you saying, man, so-and-so, you made it. But in your mind, you're like, well, I ain't done yet. Like, it's some people say, Jay, you made it because they see me doing these cars and stuff. That's a blessing that I am financially able to do that, and I can take care of my family at the same time and stuff. That's a blessing. But in my mind, I haven't made it because my goal's bigger than that. Your goals got to be bigger than you. They got to be bigger than you, everybody around you, everything. And I know you probably hear this stuff, but it's real life though. People repeating this same information and same sayings because it's real life. And when you get to a point in life, you understand that. When you encounter this stuff or stuff start happening for the good or bad, then you see where I'm coming from. But like the whole purpose of my story was saying stay the course, because I had been grinding XYZ amount of time doing this. And I mean, for me, it was a short period of time as far as when I got serious about what I'm doing. But the long haul, you know, it's been 12 years. It's a 12-year thing building into it. But information, you have the right information and the right people pouring into you, then stuff happen quicker. That's what I'm saying. So learn when to recognize the opportunity. Learn when to take this over that. You know what I'm saying? Don't always go for something that's tangible, meaning something you can touch and feel. Don't always go for that. Learn when this over here is more valuable than this over here. This might look good, but learn when it's more valuable. Like I said, it ties into when I was talking about materialistic things too. Learn when something more valuable. So, like I said, I made $1,000 a day, man, and like it really changed my life. I'm like, damn, okay, all right. Just keep grinding, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. That's what I'm saying to myself. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep faith, and you're gonna win. You're gonna win. And when you're ready to elevate to the next level, this is me talking to myself. When you're ready to elevate to the next level, just step it up. Cause right when you think you're going hard, you can go harder. That's why somebody be like, I done gave my all. No, you feel like you gave your all. And I'm harder on myself than anybody else in the world. I check myself. It don't take somebody else for me to check myself, but it took years to get to that point. And that's the point you got to get to in life. When you can check yourself and be like, I can go harder. I can push it. I can push it harder. Man, it's gonna happen quicker like that. So, like I said, y'all, that's the whole purpose of this story. This one story of many. Like I got some stories. Again, dark. We got the lighting it up now, y'all. Cloud cover. But I got many more stories to tell y'all, both good and bad. But I'm gonna try to keep this kind of somewhat of a timeline or whatever. But I hope everybody enjoying the content. I hope this stuff really helping somebody. This whole reason I'm doing it. I hope this really helping somebody, especially opening up into my life, my personal life. You know, telling people stuff I personally went through and the way I personally handle situations and stuff, man. Like I got a lot of knowledge to give people, and I'm still learning too. I'm still learning myself too. But the stuff that I actually know and have went through and has worked or not worked for me, I'm gonna talk about it. That mean I'm qualified to talk about it. You know, you gotta be careful who you get the information from too. So everything I'm talking about, I'm qualified to talk about because either I've went through it and I've either succeeded or I failed at it. So yeah, that's it, y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow with another one. I'm trying to provide y'all daily because some people need that daily uplifting, man, and some people need it. The first 21 days is real essential when you're trying to do something. First 21 days, I'm gonna say first 30. They say 21. I'm gonna say the first 30 real essential with what you feel in your mind and how you moving and stuff. It's real essential. And staying the course. You know, like my friend John Jones would say, stay the course. So yeah, that's it. If it's one thing you remember, like I said, stay the course, cause you might be right there at the top of the hill. You might be right there. That light might be right there. The next bend or the next turnaround. So you got the phone dial in the pocket, but you got to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, man. Just stay the course, y'all. Stay the course. So I appreciate y'all tuning in every day. Like I always say, share the video. Or maybe you might personally want to send it to somebody. Somebody might need to hear this, man. You might know somebody on the same journey, going through the same thing right now. You know, feed this video to them, because that's what it's about. Knowledge is power. You know, it ain't all about books and this stuff I'm talking, they don't teach in school. I had to learn school of the hard knocks. Nobody teach me. I learned the expensive way, making my own mistakes. It's school of the hard knocks. So, yep, that's it. I'm going to catch y'all here tomorrow. I love everybody. I'm out.